The event I chose to do for assignment number 3 is the Chicago Bulls versus the Memphis Grizzlies preseason NBA matchup on October 9, 2012. Some of the storylines coming into this game were the Chicago Bulls not having starting point guard Derrick Rose, who tore his ACL in the first round of last year's playoffs and will be sidelined until about mid-season this year. Also, the Bulls went out and signed a lot of semi-high profile role players to fill their bench. Some of these names include Marco Bellinelli, who's an outstanding perimeter shooter and can also create his own shot off the dribble, former NBA dunk champion and streaky scorer Nate Robinson, and another person in the headlines for the Chicago Bulls is second-year player Jimmy Butler, who, with the lockout last season, didn't have much of a chance to learn the NBA game and didn't get much playing time before being injured. However, he led their summer league team this year in scoring, assists, and steals. The Memphis Grizzlies let go of guard O.J. Mayo, who's now playing for the Dallas Mavericks, and outstanding defensive player and starting point guard Mike Conley Jr. is injured for the beginning of the season. The announcers did a great job of connecting the audience with the game by staying enthusiastic and capturing the highlight moments of the game. As well as with it being the beginning of the season, they're keeping everyone updated with early season stories such as injuries and key off-season acquisitions so that you can get acquainted with the new team rosters. The storylines emerging throughout the game were the emergence of second-year player Jimmy Butler for the Chicago Bulls, as well as their new bench and role players. The two all-stars for the Memphis Grizzlies, Rudy Gay and Zach Randolph, both looked to be getting into early season form, scoring and distributing the ball very well. Both of them had outstanding games and stood out amongst all players during this game. I couldn't find much social media on this game other than a few tweets here and there, being as how it was a preseason game only on the NBA network. Didn't get much headlines. However, this game was between two teams with high postseason aspirations for this season and were both in the playoffs last year. My general observation of this game related to what we've talked about in class is that the announcers did a good job of keeping my attention on the game and keeping us updated with current developing stories throughout the league and capturing moments in the game. They also gave their Twitter tags and told us how to tweet about the game. There were many different camera angles used to capture the moments, such as the dunk can behind the backboard and different sideline cameras.